Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Porter. I'm going to show you what's going on in the city. Over here on Wells, no, what's this street? Oh, Wheel Street. Sorry about that. Almost forgot where I was. So Wheel Street runs off of Blue Hill. It crosses over Harvard down to Talbot. So this is probably a mock-up of how the structure is going to look. I don't know if they're going to build a building here or not. Just so they maybe give you an idea what it looks like. The brick, the mortar, the masonry work, the flashing on the windows. Supposedly that's how they're going to do it. We're not too sure if that's what they're really going to do, but that's what they're displaying. One thing I found out about these builders and these, which is very interesting, I talked to a lot of masons in the area. A lot of these buildings that were built in the early 70s and 80s, and some maybe in the earlier than that, they weren't built to the right specs, and a lot of building inspectors were paid off back then. So you won't be surprised to see a lot of these older buildings not standard, or I would say in bad condition, because a lot of steps were missed. I'm not going to name the buildings, but I know quite a few of them in the city of Boston that the building inspectors turned a blind eye, probably got paid for it. Not saying it's not happening right now, but who knows? I heard it is. That's a different video though. Take a walk down here. We're at like 35 wheels right now, but this is one of the projects they just started building. They call it housing development. You should call it housing development. It's housing, and this is development. So, do you guys see all that? Take a walk down to the other side over there so you guys can see more of what's taking place. Kind of goes from one street to the other side. Some of y'all may have seen them doing the construction, some of you may have not, but nevertheless, they are doing it. And some kind of basement area there. I'm not too sure what that's going to be. Not too sure what that back area is going to be there. It looks like something, but
yes, ma'am. We're in the area. We're not seeing anything.
So it takes up a pretty good deal of the whole stretch of the property. And normally you have a backyard like this. In this case, they're taking the backyard and building it all the way back to the next adjacent building, which is very close. And what these new contractors are doing, you guys probably seen all the time. They're trying to maximize the square footage. And I know that because I work for a couple of contractors myself. So what they do is, see how close we're to the fence line here? As close as we can get legally without, and also they also build on top of other people's property too, just so you guys know. So they're close enough to that wall without crossing that wall. So they want to maximize as much as they can to get the maximum square footage, to get the maximum dollar that they could possibly get out of it. And they're doing that everywhere. So that's something that the mayor is allowing them to do, and the building department's allowing them to do. So it's all rolling, basically how they do it. Now you can set up the standards where you can't. You can say, well, you got to have so much of an easement on each side of the building. They used to have those standards. They don't matter anymore, I guess, in the city of Boston. I got a couple of videos I'll show you in the future where it doesn't matter at all, but that's for another video. Restricted parking only. So they're telling you nobody could park in front of this, I guess, the gate. Private property, no trespassing. Security cameras in use. These are the people involved in doing it. So I can give you the comments. Construction impact, welcome. So if you have any comments or concerns, you can always call these people. Not that they would really care, but you can always tell them your concerns if you have any. There's one area where the whole area was against them building the building. I might take a ride by that area and see if they built that building or not. Coming soon. New income restricted housing. I don't know what they mean by income restricted, but I heard her husband's a loan officer at, that's what I hear. Her husband's a loan officer at, is it Eastern Bank or something like that? East Boston Bank, one of those banks, but she knows. Actually, every one of them are involved in some kind of investments. That's why nothing gets done in the city, because they have their hand double dipping on both sides of it, if you ever notice. Talk to your city councilors and ask them, like, what's the involvement in the city? You'll find out. Like, trust me. That's why nothing's getting done the way it should get done. But I just want to show you what's going on over here. Building a better experience. Not too sure what that means, but find out. Sometimes we gotta, find out who these people are and what. I don't know, check those guys out. As a matter of fact, I know a guy. I'll give that assignment to somebody. They'll figure that out for me. I know exactly the person to figure all that out. All right, take a walk down the street. This is pretty much what they're doing over here. Got to fill up some empty airspace on the video. If you need childcare, you check out the childcare people over here. A quick walk down to the next block to show you where the next project's going to be at. And matter of fact, while I'm down here, the city of Boston knows about this, but put it on video, so now it's been documented the proper way. This thing's been like this for quite a while. It's very dangerous for kids and pets, as well as pedestrians and like. You see how this storm drain hole looks? That's not too bad, because you really can't fall through there. And like, unless you really try to squeeze in, and you really can't fall in there. But the one over here, let me cross over. This one, now keep a good look at this one. You see that one, right? Walk across the street over here. Now imagine your child, or your pet, or even human being walking right through here. Now that's a pretty decent sized hole there. Now I probably could climb in there myself if I really wanted to. But let's see if I got my trusty tape measure with me. I usually carry it with me. If I have my tape measure, I will extend it up how high it is and see how tall that hole actually is. And I will call the city of Boston Water and Sewer and ask them. You got about 11. At the highest point, we're looking at about 10 inches. Let's see right here what we got. So you get a 10-inch hole there, which is large enough for a little child or a pet to fall in there. And that can be pretty dangerous. But that's been there for a while. City of Boston knows about it. They don't care. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good. All right now. I didn't recognize him. See a lot of people out here when I step out into the hood. Let me cross over. Supposing this is the next operation over here, we're going to be building some property. They say affordable or You guys got to voice your opinions. Yeah, a lot of stuff is already planned months and years before, but there's stuff that they have these kind of like meetings that no one really knows about. Some people don't go to them. If you do go to them, they don't want to hear what you got to say anyway, but that's what we're going to be doing. They're going to be building that right up in this area here. Huh. And this street right here is a very dangerous street for accidents. Cars come speeding out here all the time. So if your kid's gonna live in this area, you'll see how bad it is. So this is the other side of it. Just give you an idea of what they're gonna be building. So the next couple of months, look for that. There's a lot more properties they're doing this at too, but this is just one of them. So pretty much every plot of land that they could find in the city of Boston, they're gonna start building on in the next couple of years coming up. And they have eyes on every property, even properties that are already occupied. They're trying to move those people out. Investors are calling people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start exposing these investors who are calling people's numbers and asking them for they want to sell their properties. So they better stop calling these numbers, or I'm gonna physically post their numbers online so people know who they are. They keep calling and harassing people. Put it that way. All right, guys. Just want to show you what's going on in the city. That hole is awful big there. I don't. You know what? Just for the record, we're gonna put it on 311 and water and sewer at the same time, so they both have a record of it. Because I like to document stuff the correct way. They might say, well, we never heard about it. Well, you're going to hear it from External Affairs Porter today. And don't tell me you don't know about that hole across the street over there. See what we got. See how wide that is?
Thank you for calling Boston 311. If you're experiencing an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Otherwise, stay on the line and one of our call takers will be right.
I'm going to ask, but they're going to say they don't have a record of it anyway, so don't even bother asking them.
Thank you for helping
an emergency park phone activation at Almont Park.
If you look up. Yes, at the corner of Harvard and Wales Street. There's a manhole. I can't even call it a manhole. There's a storm drain entrance that's pretty large. It's large enough for a child or a pet to fall into there. It's been like that for quite a while.
Now what's the intersection?
You know what Wales Street is in Dorchester? Wales? W-A-L, Wales. W-A-L-E-S, Wales and Harvard Street.
31, when you clear from that abandoned cell phone,
do you have an exact address?
Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Harvard Street and Wales Street. It's at the intersection of Harvard and Wales. There's no number at the corner right there.
So there's not a business in front of there or anything?
There's a vacant lot. There's a firebox right at the top of it. I can give you the firebox number. A firebox. You know what a firebox is? Hold on.
I'm aware of what it is, but that just wouldn't be necessary.
Okay, 3396 firebox. If you look at that firebox, it's right below it. I'm telling you, it's literally.
You said it's at the intersection of Harvard and what else?
Harvard and Wales. Like Wales. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing it. W.
Whale like the animal?
Yeah. W-A-L-E-S. W-A-L-E-S. That sound right? I'm pretty sure they know about it, but I want to document it that it's been documented the correct way.
Yep, I got it in right now, so someone should be fixing it. It's going to be allocated to Public Works, okay?
It's not really a Public Works, it's more of a water and sewer thing, but you can send to Public Works.
Got it.
Okay, well, you have a good one.
All right, you take care. Have a good. What's your name?
My name's Asia.
Asia, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call Water and Sewer because that is their puppy. See what? No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got it. One more for this one. Let's see what we got going on here. Call water and sewer, because that technically water and sewer is supposed to fix it. I mean, that is their property 100%. Yes, I want to report a storm drain that's, you know, it has a pretty wide opening where a person or a pet could probably fall into it.
Okay, is it cover missing or?
You know, it's not missing. It's just how it's the opening meets the asphalt. It's one of those old style ones where the water goes into the side of it, and it's very wide. I measured about 10 inches wide on it.
All right, so it's open, right?
It's just an open area, correct?
Okay. Is it the sidewalk or the street?
It's the street where it meets the curb.
Okay, curb. Okay. Yep. What's the address?
That's Wales and Harvard. No, Whale and Harvard. And Harvard, yeah.
Harvard, what area is that?
That's in Dorchester.
Okay, Wales and Harvard. Can I get your first name and phone number, or you just walking by report?
Yeah, Mr. Porter, you probably know who I am by now. I've been calling so many times.
Okay, your phone number, Mr. Porter?
617-710-192.
Okay, we'll send someone over to check it out, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.
Take care, have a good day.
All right, thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Well, two different people answer the phone, get two different responses. The second lady sounded like she was more knowledgeable, more professional, knew the area. I don't know. Maybe just me. Who am I to judge? But if I'm telling you Wales and... I keep saying Wales. How am I pronouncing this? Wales. Yeah. W-A-L-E-S. Wales. Wales and Harvard. If I'm saying that, you know, they have a... especially city of Boston, they have a mapping system that can pull up anything in the city of Boston, any location geographically, almost like a Google map setup, you know, and pinpointing almost exactly where this is. And matter of fact, I make it even crystal clear to you. I reported an incident downtown, city of Boston. One of the gentlemen from the city, I'm not gonna say his name, he called me back and he asked me what my concern was. And he pulled the actual picture that I took. I don't know how long I took it, but he pulled that picture up on that same street. And he moved it left and right, and he showed me exactly, like, he said, I can see exactly what you're talking about. So I know they can see it. So when they say they can't see it, they're lying to you. So, and Google Maps updates their pictures pretty often, so. Yeah, you guys know what's going on. It's the ones who want to do and the ones that don't want to do. All right, guys, I'm headed out of here. I'm going to show you what's going on at Harvard. And if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, let me know. I'm pronouncing it Wales. W-A-L-E-S, Wales. Maybe I'm pronouncing it the wrong way. I don't know. But let me know if I'm doing it the wrong way. Then I have to correct myself. Catch you guys on the next one.